Hi, this is Dilip. I'm from third year CSC department and my register number is UR16CS094. Today our lab experiment is about creating a web design using CSS3. Our basic experiment is about creating a web page using proper HTML5 and CSS3. Set a fixed header with logo at the left side and fixed navigation bar next to it, as you can see over here. This is the markup page which I should be able to be created, and this is the background linear gradient, and this is the syntax for using the linear gradient as color, as you can see over here. RGB stands for red, green, blue. And to have a banner, add banner image, as you can see that we have banner images over here, and header and navigation bar should be placed over it. Display 3 divisions over the image and position them using position and offset properties. As we know that there are basically four types of positions, like static, relative, fixed and absolute. All these things will be explained in the code in the later part of the video. Design the banner as per the markup page. While the mouse hovers on the text or whatever or image, change the background when the cursor is placed over the image. Display a fixed advertisement at the right side of the banner, as you can see over here, a fixed advertisement. Display the vision of our university. This is the vision of our university which I should be able to be displayed. Finally, end with a footer at the bottom of the markup page, like a footer. Now we will go into the code and see how I did in HTML5. All these things were did in NetBeans. As you know that HTML, this doc type HTML helps us to say to the browser which version is currently being used. And this is the title of the web page, as you can see over here. This is the title of our web page. As you can see here, this is the title of the web page. And this helps us to include the CSS style sheet. As we know that there are mainly 3 types of styling, like inline, internal and external. This is the external type, and by using a style sheet, and CSS stands for cascading style sheet. This is the style sheet which we included in the HTML5 using this link tag. And this is the body tag which contains header tag and division and some content in it. And this is the banner which I have classified this division tag under class banner. And the navigation tag basically helps us to have a set of links. It is not necessary that all the links should be always under navigation tag. And this, as we know that UL stands for order list, whereas LI is the list item which helps us to have some content in that list. And we have classified under class navigation. Similarly, we have under the image tag some source image and with some width and height. Similarly, some 4 images were there with some width and height. And have some division tags with some content over it: water, food, health and energy advertisements. All these are can be shown in the while I run the code. Iframe, we know that iframes helps us to have web page inside a web page, and we have some width, height for that, and source is this thing, and this is the link for that. And we have a frame border, as you can see over here. We have some frame border and allow autoplay encrypted, which helps us to get play. And on the video we can even have controls. And this is a link, as we simply copied a link from the browser, so it is too big, nothing else. And we have some content at the bottom, as you can see over here under para tag, and all the tags were closed. All the tags should be closed in a proper manner, otherwise it shows an error. And we have a footer with ID foodie, and we have some content over here. I rise and shine. Before going into the style sheet, we will run the code and see what's happening. As you can see that this is the color linear gradient is from top to bottom, and with some colors, and we have some logo over on the left side and navigation bar with as the mouse hovers on it to change the background color of it. Similarly, we have some content over here, and by using the positioning absolute, we have all this fixed using padding as well as border and remaining contents, which will be showed in the later part of the video using cascading style sheet. And this on hovering on the images, we are able to change the color, change the content. which will be shown, and this is the advertisement with some border and text aligned at the left side, and there is some video which can be played, as you can see over here, and we have some content at the bottom and footer. Now let's go into the cascading style sheet and see how all the styling has been given. As we know that star symbol here, asterisk symbol, helps us to have universal, and margin is given for all the whole web page, and we have some header. As we know that if we are using the tag names, then we can use directly the name, and we are using some class with class name, dot operator should be used. Similarly, when ID is used, asterisk symbol should be used, hash symbol should be used, sorry for that. And for header we have some position as absolute. From the top we have some 4 pixel. While we are using the style sheet, we should be giving in pixel or em or pt. And we have for order list, we have list style as none, since basically we would be getting some style, so to avoid that we have given list style as none and text decoration as none. And display should be inline display. As we know that inline display is displaying in a line, whereas the block level is displaying in one block over the another block. And width, we have some width and padding and margin for that. Similarly, we have remaining things. Border left helps have 1 pixel of solid white border line, and similarly the hover is the thing which we have seen in the web page. When we hover on that, we are able to change the color. As we hover, background color should be chatter use or color blue violet. And we have some position as absolute again for some content. As we can see over here, hash symbol has been used. If we are using under ID, then hash symbol should be used and no gap should be there in between them. And we have some position leftings for the remaining things. Similarly with hover, opacity is basically used to have some blur effects. Here we have opacity as 0, so no blur effect can be given. And similarly we have padding left right. As we know that box model, when you are using the box model, we have padding, border, and all those things will be there. And we can also use the other positions, not only absolute. And z index, this z index which has the maximum z index that will be at the top. As you can see in the web page, this has a maximum z index, so it is on the top, whereas this two has some other z index, a lower z index than this image, so they are at the bottom of that thing. And as you can see that z index for this is at 4, and for this z index is 5, the maximum z index, so that it will be on top. Similarly, we have some border to peak, px means pixels, solid, and some color. This is the hexadecimal value of a color, which can be referred from W3 schools, and font weight as bold. Similarly, we have some other tags with left and top and positions. And display is also inline block for some this DBG class. And footer, we have for footer, as you can see, the footer at the bottom has a with arrays and shine. We have given a color for that as yellow, and with font size as 30 pixel and height and with some width. We have a border radius. This border radius, basically the border radius helps us to have a curved structure. As you can see that over here, curved structure can be shown. Try to show from the other. As you can see from the border, we have a curved structure. Border radius helps us to have that. Now let's go into the remaining things. And similarly we have the padding left and padding top for the one more para tag, and the font size for that tag. Thanks for watching my video. Before that, we will be try to run the code once again so that you can check it once again. Thanks for watching my video.